Joining us to tell us more about the film, please welcome writer and director Adam Gonzalez, along with lead actors of the film, Bianca Haley and Mark Rain. Hello and welcome.
Hey, how's it
Good
going?
morning.
Congratulations, Adam.
Thank you.
I'm happy that we're having you on again. The work that you've been producing lately has been really hopeful for us Latinos and having a voice within the American fabric, right? This new adventure that you've chosen to take is really interesting, right? Because everything nowadays is Alexa, Alexa, move out the way, Alexa. We got Anna. I mean, it's not exactly the same context, but the point is that you cast all Latino, and this is a sci-fi film. So let's talk a little bit about the inspiration behind that.
Yeah, so the movie, sci-fi drama, right? So it touches on like just how women are treated in all different facets, and in this case, Anna is an actual object, and it touches on how women are treated as such, and without being too like in your face about it, it also kind of just talks about like the technology behind it, and just kind of like the relationship between like a man and machine, but then also between man and women. The leads that we have over here, right? We have lead Latino actors, but then we also just have a great diverse supporting cast as well. So it's a nice mix of people, and just overall, it's just a different way to kind of talk about something that's relevant.
So what I also love about your films, because we had you on not too long ago for the film In Vain, is that you always put women in the forefront.
Yeah.
So I appreciate that about you. I have a question for you, my dear.
Sure.
What was that like, preparing to act as a droid? I mean, that's a challenging role.
Yeah, it was very challenging, but it was so much fun because she grows so much throughout the film. So she's not just an android, there's more to her. So it was just fun to explore that and just create a character out of her.
I know, and I get it. It's kind of poetic in a sense, right? Because she is an object, right, or a machine per se, and treated like an object. And so the idea is, referencing how women could sometimes be treated as objects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? And so, Mark,
Hi.
you're the one with the love interest. Let's
Or the
talk
lack
about
of
your
love,
character
maybe.
and his issues.
Oh man, this was so exciting for me to be a part of this because the message of the film really resonates with me, and it was actually fun to kind of step into a space that I'm not about, assaulting women or this level of mistreatment, and so it was challenging, because I never had to kind of be this physical with an actress on set, for a film, but I take every challenge as a new exciting opportunity.
All right, so your character had a breakup of some sort, right?
Yeah.
And so, is it safe to say that there's also some mental consciousness that is part of the message in this film?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of touch on like distractions of like technology, and then just, like how he deals with the breakup, but in kind of like today's world, and then he's presented an opportunity that would seem like a fix-all, but he kind of still goes about it the same way, and then repercussions happen.
Right, that's it. We can't give away the whole film. You guys gotta go see it.
That's right. That's right.
I know, I'm like digging and I'm extracting. I'm like, well, the thing about it is that it's very fascinating. The message within the film, but also the way you shot the film, because while you're saying the idea is to bring into light the distractions of the technology and electronics, you shot this on an iPhone.
Yes. So the entire movie was shot using an iPhone. I had a other couple of like, gear that goes along with it, but that in itself presented its opportunity and challenges. But it was something that I've kind of always wanted to do. It's something that I just kind of wanted to also prove that if you want to go make a movie, like you don't have to get like fancy cameras and all this stuff. Like as long as you have a great story and you just kind of learn the basics of like composition and lighting, and you get great actors and a good cast and crew, you can almost use anything to make a movie. So I almost didn't want to tell people that, but then I kind of felt like it was also important to start talking about it now. So
Well, it's inspirational, and obviously for me anyway, it's clear
Yeah.
that you're about the film.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You're about the storytelling, and I think it's important for people to understand that.
Yeah.
Just because you do have the equipment doesn't mean that you're necessarily into the storytelling.
Exactly.
Even though you have the fancy equipment too. That's interesting. I found that to be very interesting. And it's somewhat poetic if you think about it,
Yeah.
right? Because
Yeah.
you're talking about electronics and yet you're using electronics to basically create this whole production. So
Yeah.
very fascinating. So Bianca, there's something about your eyes. I can totally see why you cast her as such. Playing this character, was there something that you learned from it as a woman within today's society?
Definitely. I think also going into it, I wanted to be really authentic because I'm a woman growing up in my generation and in society now. I just wanted to do it justice, you know, but I did learn. I got angry at it a couple times because it's just like it's what's really happening, and like sometimes we don't realize like, wow, this is the world we live in. So I got angry a lot, you know, but I also was proud of it because I feel like we're representing women, you know. Well, I got the opportunity to represent women, and I just hope that a woman out there sees it and they just resonate with it and they feel inspired by it, you know.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure we ended on that note because it looks really, really interesting, and I'm very proud of you.
Oh,
and
thank
so
you.
if you could just share with everyone, because I know you're going to have your screening.
Yes, so Sunday, October 20th at 8 o'clock, we're going to have our screening premiere at the Pelham Picture House in Pelham, New York. So you can buy tickets online at the box office, and you can follow us at Gilded Harbor. You can get tickets there too. So
At Gilded Harbor.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Thank you all for being here. Congratulations
Thank
once
you.
again. And siguen pa'lante.
yes, thank you.
Latino sci-fi ahora. That's right. All right, you guys, the upcoming premiere once again and screening of Anna Adore will take place on October 20th at the Picture House Theater in Pelham, New York, starting at 8 p.m. For tickets, please visit gildedharbor.com. We have to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll hear about a cultural festival taking place in the Bronx you don't want to miss.